This is my buddy Desmond's 2015 Toyota Prius minivan, I think.
This pimp ass Prius. Knock your motherfucking socks off.
And it's my belief that you can make almost anything into a decent off-roader without too much effort. So
what we're gonna be doing today is doing some extensive off-road testing on this thing. There we go. Then we're gonna take it, do some budget-friendly upgrades, and see if we can improve on our results. Before we start modifying, we need to figure out what areas we need to improve on, as well as set a baseline to see how much we've improved with our budget modifications. So we're going to be conducting a series of highly scientific and controlled tests. The areas we're going to be testing are approach angle, comfort on and off-road, articulation and flex, off-road straight line acceleration, obstacle avoidance, hill climbing abilities, and finally, last but certainly not least, gas mileage. Well, what if you get stuck doing these extreme tests? You know, we thought about that, which is why we decided it would be a good idea to bring a support vehicle. Here we have our buddy Brendan, who has a lifted Prius, who is gonna tow us out in case of any bad stuff happening.
which brings us to the site of our first test, approach angle.
It's not about how much ground clearance you have, it's about how you use your ground clearance.
Our first test was a quick fail, but our support Prius did make it up easily, which offered some hope.
Yeah, baby!
That's how it's done.
The Prius excelled in off-road comfort, with the only drawback being that it bottomed out a lot. In the suspension articulation department, things were not looking great either. In the first challenge, one of the wheels got about a foot off the ground.
Here you can see this moves about an inch or so, but not a ton, and I don't anticipate that to drastically change with one of the budget kits that we put on it. But I suppose that remains to be seen.
Then came our acceleration test, which was a timed drag race to our finish line. The finish line being that pole.
There we go.
After several runs, our time to beat was a 5.73.
There we go. Nicely done, dude. Our next test is gonna be our stopping distance one. You see that pole? Hit the brakes, come to a stop in the shortest amount of distance possible.
For each run, starting at 25 miles per hour, our shortest stopping distance was 8 poles, though our average was way worse.
I wouldn't want to be a baby in front of my car.
Now it was time for our last test before we modify, the hill climb. And the stakes just got raised a little bit, because right before this, our support vehicle driver, Brendan, informed us that he had to leave immediately due to a severe tummy ache. Now, were we short on time, and did we have to eat a 7-Eleven meal? Yes, we all did it, but Brendan flew a little too close to the sun and put up some crazy numbers in there, which ultimately led him down a dangerous path. But the show must go on.
All right, let it eat.
All right, here goes nothing.
No way.
That's all she's got.
That's the maker. I'm honestly so impressed that it even made it up that first one.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
That's incredible. Well, let's get this thing back. You're good. Okay, so we had a successful day of testing, set our baselines, and we know where we need to improve. By far, our main issue was ground clearance. So what do we got for that?
We've got a 1.5-inch lift kit from our friends over at Prius Off-Road.
So how much was this kit?
So this kit was $549. They do have a cheaper option, which is around $300. But the difference here, this is kind of the premium upgrade. You get the springs as opposed to the cheaper version just has 2 more spacers. But we're not gonna spare any expense. It's only the best for my baby.
Only the best so that we can conquer that hill.
Absolutely.
Let's get after it. We gotta first thing get this thing in the air. This will be easier in the future when it's lifted. Are you fucking kidding me?
Learned my lesson.
We're gonna have to remove all this shit. That one's really stuck on there, huh? Now we gotta take all this. Okay, now we gotta take this metal thing off.
All right, so while Max does all the real work, we got the wheels off, and I'm gonna do some housekeeping. So we're gonna get these things fresh, new coat of black, and I'm gonna just paint right on these bitches. We don't have to worry about the tires, because, well, we've got a plan for that.
does that feel like it's tightening? Oh, dude, I am sorry. I did not realize that was not protected by anything.
It's all good, Max. I forgive you.
God damn it, sorry, dude. Oh man, that's kind of a bad one too. All right, that's how it goes, I guess. Get this back in. Boom. All right, it's a new day. Finished up the front suspension. Now we're moving on to the rear. Des is gonna finish up painting up the hubcaps. We should be ready to rip this thing pretty soon. Oh, it's a 17? God. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah.
2 inches is more than enough to get the job done.
Put this back here. Boom. First thing you'll notice is that this orange one is longer. The other thing you'll notice is that this one is a lot beefier than this one, which means that it will probably ride a little bit harder and be able to take on more weight. We're about an inch off right now and it's fully in the air. Let's see if we just get more weight on it. Oh yeah, that's the money right there. We just gotta tighten these bolts down and the suspension is officially done. We can move on to our next step. Boom, that's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
All right, so ground clearance was the main issue, and the lift is gonna help with that a bit, but it's only 1.5 inches, so it's not gonna fix all of our problems. We bottomed out a lot during the initial testing, so we figured it'd be a good idea to get this aluminum skid plate to protect all the important stuff when we go and we take it out again.
It's not just a piece of aluminum that they cut in the shape. Got like a bend in it, it's got some engraving. I would assume this is for the oil filter, location where you can drain the oil from down there. So as far as maintenance goes, this doesn't really prevent us from getting in there. It's not gonna be a major nightmare to remove and put back on all the time. It's a pretty sweet piece. Plus it's aluminum, so it's pretty lightweight. Hopefully it will hold up when we run it into some rocks.
What do you think?
It's going pretty well. A couple hiccups, it looked like, but the boys worked through it. Me and Roscoe provided support. It's been nice being their pit boss.
All right, that's it. Skid plate is officially on. It's looking pretty stout, ready to bang some rocks. You spent how much on this thing?
$349.
That's a pretty solid piece for $349, and this thing is far improved from that plastic piece that it had before. Besides the ground clearance, the other major issue that we were solving for is traction, which is why we got these.
The Yokohama Geolander ATs.
Yeah, baby. So this is actually the same height tire, but it's an all-terrain compound, so should be able to grip that dirt better.
Let's do this, Roscoe.
Let's get it. Tire time.
Oh, they're waiting for us. The boys are ready.
They're super ready.
Those are our guys.
Taking my tires to the tire man. He's gonna get us all rubbered up. Using all his heavy machinery.
All right, we got the tires mounted. We're gonna slam these things on and go for test drive, see how it goes.
But if my Prius cannot scale the mountain, I don't know what we did it for. I don't know what we did it for.
Couldn't put that jack in there earlier, so we know it works. Look at that.
Dude. Taking my tires to the tire man. He's gonna
We
get
gotta
us
find
all
out if all the work and money we put into this thing is worth it. I don't think there's anything left to do.
Actually, there's one final thing.
What is that?
It's the pin bass decal that's gonna be the finishing touch.
Wow, are those quails?
Ducks, actually. Yeah, this is huge. This is huge.
But if my Prius cannot scale the mountain, I don't know what we did it for. I don't know what we did it for.
So last time we did the test, we ran it to 7-Eleven and it caused us some problems down the road because we lost our cameraman, Brendan. Now, Brendan couldn't make it this time, but just in order to get even with the 7-Eleven, we gotta run it back before we do our final testing.
We're gonna get our vengeance on that 7-Eleven. This is for you, Brendan. I think this thing's just gonna fucking eat the trail. I think it's gonna absolutely handle everything.
We are are absolutely ripping through these ruts right now.
Yeah, we're
so
definitely moving at a quicker pace than we were before, that's for sure.
Definitely.
We're back.
Should be no match for this thing. And since we are going to be doing much more extreme activities this time, I brought you a little something to keep your belongings safe.
Oh, no way.
That is my Zyn wallet chain, available now at maxforcracks.com.
That's awesome. Never losing this shit again.
Wow. That way, if we're riding over some bouncy terrain, this thing's not going anywhere.
Safety first. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, let her rip. Last time on 4 different attempts, we never made it up. So hopefully to set the tone, this time will be better.
Here we go. Come on!
Wow! Was that for dramatic effect, or did you actually?
No, it was like the traction control slowing me down.
There was a bit of a bumper running into the bottom.
Yeah.
No problem, because we have the aluminum skid plate on there.
Thank
But
God for that skid plate.
easy case to say that we've made some pretty massive improvement.
Knowing that I have the skid plate makes it a lot easier to push it too, because I'm not worried about any of that shit under the front end.
Plus that extra 1.5 inches of ground clearance.
1.5 inches goes a long way.
A long way.
Yeah.
It's about how you use it. Wow, look at that. Whoa!
I felt it.
This thing is teetering.
I know.
We hit this last time. The tracks definitely got deeper from the rain, so we're gonna see how this thing handles it. What happened? Oh! Dude, he just dropped his vape in the butt.
No. Oh. All right.
Look, as far as articulation goes, it
Oh,
still
yeah.
isn't great, but with the longer rear springs, it definitely handles deep ruts a lot better than before.
You think the ride is harder or about the same as it was before?
I think it's about the same.
It definitely still feels comfortable.
It's
even on
yeah.
this like pretty bumpy, and dare I say even bumpier than it was the first time we came here.
I think so. It's super cushy.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. The time to beat was 5.73. That was your best.
Come
So
on,
we're gonna
baby.
do 3 runs to see if A, he can improve on his personal best, and B, his average. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go! Wow. What do you think?
All right.
Felt faster?
It felt quicker.
You were quite a bit quicker.
How fast?
Your new personal best is 5.36.
There we go.
All right,
Crushed
get back
it.
in there. 3, 2, 1, go! That time you were a little slower. I think your reaction time was
Yeah, that might have been on me, not the car. All right, well, let's give this one more shot.
more shot. Let's run it.
One more chance. I'm feeling sub 5. She feels light on her toes. I think we can do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go! That was a good
Come on,
one.
baby. Come on.
Oh! 4/10 improvement in the span of about 100 feet is pretty impressive. That's a testament to the grip that he has with these all-terrain tires.
Tell me something good.
Identical finish time as last time.
Interesting.
But still your average here is close to 5.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Which is like a half second faster than...
Huge improvement. Yeah.
Last time we did the deceleration test, the shortest stopping distance we got was 8 poles. On average, a lot worse than that, probably like 8.5 on average, but 8 poles was the record. Yeah, that was 8 poles.
We can do better.
Were you going 25?
I was going exactly 25.
All right, Des, you ready? Send her in. Oh, that looked good. That looked really good. I think that's 7.5. Oh, a lot of lock up there. Even though it looked like you locked up that time, this would be 7 poles, which would be a brand new personal best. Let's go.
We are crushing records left and right.
And I think it's thanks to these all-terrain tires, you're gripping a lot better. You could make a case for maybe the dirt is a little grippier because it rained a couple days ago.
This is all the car. all the car and what we did to it.
And look at it. It looks fucking mean.
Now, the only thing left standing in our way was Prius Mountain, a place no Prius has ever been able to conquer. Last time, the performance from the Prius, although impressive, left a lot of room for improvement. And this time, we were back to get even.
Oh, man. You might need to get some speed to hit it, but you're good.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, go back and try it again.
All right.
Cut it hard that way.
Let's give it one more.
One more. All right, one more shot. Yup, this looks good. Oh, ah! That is as far as we got. We got to here.
That's a full car length further, at least.
It's twice as far as we got last time.
Yeah.
You can't say that we didn't improve. Dude, we didn't conquer Prius Mountain, but we were better in every single metric we tracked.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a victory.
I agree. I think we made great improvements across the board, but there's just this one final obstacle. But I think we just need to come back with bigger tires and
A light bar for sure, maybe a roof rack,
maybe a couple more decals too.
probably at least a few more decals.
Yeah.
That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. You can get some things on my website at maxforcracks.com. We sell chains, we sell Zin wallet chains, we sell shirts, all kinds of stuff. But we've had an absolute blast. Follow Des on Instagram follow me on Instagram at maxforcracks, and we'll see you next time.
Fuck!